Hello, hello. How you doing? Let me give me a second. Maybe lower the gain a little. A little. Just a tiny bit. It's in front of me, so. Well, how you doing? Yeah. So what we're gonna do? Prepare the corn. The corn, please. I'm gonna remove some of them because. Think back. Checking, checking. We have 10 of them to do. Some pieces are not good. Get rid of them. Do this. The mole that's cooling down. We're there now. To remove the obvious piece. Oh yeah, I need a bowl. So, please. I have too much light. You have like the bottom already cut. Bottom, got it all the way around. Perfect slice. That's why you need a sharp knife. Very sharp knife. Go all around it. And now, yes, doesn't show it. Your coin here. But clean this part. I think the microphone doesn't pick me up every little word that I say. Put it on top of it. Clean it afterwards. Put it in water. Shit. By piece. Piece by piece. I clean this up. We're gonna use the kernels afterwards. Fibers are good. Spanish, you call it the beard. Well, in my region, they call it the beard, the corn. Beard of the corn. And you can use the green one in a tea or something like that. Whatever you want. Whatever you want. This microphone doesn't always pick me up. Sometimes I gotta repeat myself. Okay. Remove to forgot to remove this part, and of course it's difficult here. So there's a part that you have to remove so it doesn't go on itself again. Don't worry about the handle of the corn. I'm gonna the rest of the kernel, so I'm not gonna cook the corn the way of the old, so you can hold it. The camera's over here. Crap, 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 crap. Impatient. I was impatient. I tore the leaf. The bottom. You have to be so patient. Got mad respect for the old ladies in Mexico who do this, or whatever, whoever. I was looking through uh, some bleaching of the leaves because they stay longer. That way, like they still, you can use them for a longer time because the last ones that I had only stay good for maybe less than a week. So what happened is uh, they rotten inside of the bag. So I went to the compost. I was gonna say the trash, but not the trash. You can hear that sound. Getting torn. Get a better knife. A little bit dull. It's because I used it all day. The little thing that I have there. The monk's job. Look at this beard. It's everywhere. God damn it. Pour down leaves. You can always use it to the bottom of uh, the cooking. Help. What is the word? The word just eludes me. The thing. That thing. The big thing. For the cooking. Bien. was delicious. The mole was delicious. Stupid microphone. I said stupid. I gotta almost yell. Make sure the microphone gets me. Goddamn. Well, it makes me talk better. Forces me to talk better. Yeah. I put him. I'm not that crazy. Take the. I gave some tamales to my Algerian neighbors. First time they ate that. They told me they loved them. That's a good thing. Good compliment for someone who never tasted before. They just established a bar. Next time they're gonna eat tamales, it's gonna. Does it taste like the ones that I ate? Though? Healthy tamales. Like, tamales have a lot of love in it. Lots of love. I'm talking about cum. The problem with cooking is the obsession. The obsession that creates. It's such obsession. Either by the ingredients or just do the job. It's a lot of work most of the time. Most of the time, there's a lot to do. A lot to do. You gotta be careful what you do. Also, you can screw up so easily. You meet his death. It's four corn. Five. I got 10 of them. 10 to do. 10 of them. A lot of corn. It's been more than the 90s. What's corn up? Is it still a band? Are they though? I mean, the last time I thought they split, right? I don't know. be honest, I'm not the expert of corn. Well, not that corn. This corn maybe, but not the other one. Let's be honest. Most of the experience that I have, it's from trial and error. How it works, right? That's how it works. I'm getting better at this though. Getting the leaves. There's a lot of moisture in the corn. The corn. Baby. I want to eat tamales now. Damn it! Well, not now because I'm not hungry, but just looking at all this corn and telling myself, when am I doing tamales again? But now it takes longer than just prepping. Then I'll have to do the tamales and then prep again. I wanted to freeze the kernels, not use them. I hide the higher ground. Lost it. Corriendo hasta no llega y hacia se deprisa rumbo perdido. Digo 20 rumbo al 21. Llegaré cuando llegaré. And a 6, 7, 7. Throw the leaf. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Todo es mentira. Todo es mentira. Todo es mentira. Todo es mentira. ¿Qué será? Todo es mentira. Ah, shit. Ya mi vida. Quieres, quieres. Quiero más que a mi vida. There we go. Beard gone. Go to hell, beard. Ta-da! Wait. This is 8, 9, 10. Yeah. 10. pensais que tu dormais. Pas de ça? D'accord. Parce que pas te trouver le... la belle au bois dormante. Comment ça s'appelle la bébelle que faisait pas de coton? Hein? Tu voulais pas ton tissu. Pour ça, j'ai fait. Ah! Hein? Ah, si. Attends, Théo. Hambre viene, el hombre se va. Por la carretera. Ay, voilà. We're almost done. They say I don't feel like sing in Spanish. I do exclamations in French. And I speak in English. Three languages. Three languages. Three languages. Fucking repetition. Makes me laugh every time. Three languages. It's everywhere. It's damn it. What have I done? Okay. Ah, ah. I can't. Okay, we got everything. Fucking beard. Beard is everywhere. Everywhere. Number 8. Okay, then I'm like, there we go. Let's go. We're almost done. Ah! So, we're almost done cleaning the first part. Let's be honest. We're not done. We're far from done. Very far from done. Just the first part. Play the fucking music, boy. Seems like a crush part. Only one left. Ocho. That's it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. No, wait. Come on. There's always a piece. Always a piece stuck. So, 47 minutes that the player stays on before I have to go back and play. Play. Play, play. I'm tired, I think. Been doing a lot today. Funky music. Play the funky music, brown boy. Play the funky music, brown boy. Be right back. Ah, shit. I'm stuck to my shit. I'm fused forever. I'm back. I'm back, baby. Okay. This is done. 10 corn cubs. Cups? Yeah. And the edge. The edge? Hush. This thing. Of the corn. 10 of them. It's gonna serve to cook the tamales. You're cooking them inside the leaves. Now, the second part. Part 2. The return of the corn. We have the corn. I'm hiding my camera here. Corn. Knife. Hand. We need this the sharpest possible. Sharpest. Get him out. Because it's gonna be easier. Wait. Let's see. Take the corn. Put it inside the bowl. Slow. Wait, the other side. Okay, maybe this side. Slowly go down. And then take all the kernel. All of it. Leave it like this. Okay, too much light. Okay, give me a second. Still don't see it. Do you see the corn there? Like go straight to the cup. Straight to the center. Like a lollipop. Wait, put 0? What's the name of the yellow, the thing? How many licks you get to the center? And how many licks? And then the ad goes like 3. Because it cracks and he bites it. Well, it's a now, but the old ad. What 3 or 4? I don't remember. There's other ways I could do it. I could do it here on the wooden plate. Let me take another board. Get the board. Because I don't want that to see, it goes everywhere. That's the problem. I cannot do it this way. It's not possible. There's gonna be corn everywhere. Sorry, getting some water. I need a water. It doesn't work, so gonna go the bowl route. The top, because the bottom is usually well cut already. You can have more stability to cut it down. Take it from the smaller part on top. Ah, not my corn! Come back to the bowl! Damn it! The thing is not strength. it's being patient and doing it correctly. I don't need strength. Strength will push them out, and they will bring them to the error. Tomorrow we're gonna do tamales. Yeah. It's gonna be another pain. It's just because it's hot. Right now it's so hot, it's just everything you do in the kitchen is just intense. And I have a pool. I can go into the pool. But I don't. Water. Good water. Next. We're this is the 7th. The leaves on the trees are falling to the sound of the breezes of blood. Trying to please to all my heartstrings, a place softly low. Seems to whisper and hush. And on and on, the moonlight seems to shine on your blush. Can I have one more dance with you, my love? Can I just mix romance with you, my love? I know that the time is right. Ocho. Waiting to be sure that you're never alone. touch you, just tremble inside. Want me there? You can hide. My love. My love. I have music live. If you're watching the VOD, well, you don't hear the music. You gotta be live for it. You just hear me sing some pieces of the song. Whatever the microphone picks up. Romance. Oh. Tougher sky. All the leaves on the chalk. It's crushed. Removing the crushed pieces. Soft and low. It's magics. Seems to whisper and hush. Hey, I blush. One more moon dance with you, my love. My love. And in the moonlight. They're clean. 10 of them. I think there will be 3 bags. I think 3 bags. So why do I call it cornbread? Because we're gonna put this in bags. Lots of bags. So, Tim gives me this. A huge bowl. Only kernel. Only little specks of corn. Oh! It's just put it in bags, and those bags I'm gonna put it in the freezer. What's different from this from the one that you buy in the store? I do it. That's pretty much it. I think in the liquid that they put it from the freezer, like the there's a piece of beef. So there's something inside, but I doubt it. There's not much conservation other than the self-freezing. Let's try this. That's a lot of corn. Kissed by a rose on the grave. Been kissed by a rose. And I've been kissed by a rose. Who's the man? I'm the man. I'm the kitchen man. I can almost sell it. I'm gonna try to put it all in the same bag. I don't know why I did this. So I will know there's 10 bags inside of 10 bags, 10 corns. Corn! Corn! Ten corn. That's 10 corn. A deconstructed corn. Deconstructed it all. Getting the air out. I'm not fucking the corn. That's the extra love. There we go! Corn! It's in your soul. Try what I want from you, my son. Be satisfied. It'll be simple. Count on man. You someone learn and understand. It'll be a simple. Count on man. Oh, my son, if you can. Hey, what's going down? Fuck it! It's going to the ground. I'm gonna just broom the place. Okay, next. Cabbage. Cabbage time. Okay, we're doing the curtido. So we need half a cabbage, onion, at least one. We need one carrot, one carrot, maybe two. It's a small carrot. They usually say white onion, but I like red. Catch. You only heard the boom of the cabbage. So onion, carrots, cabbage, oregano, salt. I put it here. Salt, oregano. Apple cider vinegar. Water, 1 cup. 1 cup. We're gonna do a slaw, so a schla. Salvadorian schla, I would say. Colombian Salvador. Take the cabbage and yeah! Cut it in half. Because we only need half for now. You can use the other half for soup. Who doesn't like soup? Cabbage soup. Cabbage is soup is easy. I don't know what I said, but it doesn't really matter. Get the middle layer. It's not the old middle. It's middle. Like this in the middle. And just ash the rest. All of it. You can take the top, just throw it on the ground. Well, not on the ground, not mine. On the bag that I have over here. Okay. Smells like cabbage. Cheese grater. Râpé au fromage. All of it inside. Don't even think about it. Onion now. Time to cry. I know that I did too much kitchen when my fingers starting to hurt. Where the knife is most of the time. Well, where my finger stays rested on the knife. So it's starting to fade like getting tired. My hand is getting tired. Penses-tu que tu pourrais faire play quand tu vas redescendre? Dans les deux. Le mon ordi et dans ton ordi. Oui. Il faut que les deux partent en même temps, comme ça je sais quand il arrête. Non, je sais pas. Ça devrait être à 45 minutes. 45 minutes. T'as vu, check là, dans le congélateur? Oui. C'est 10, ça. Ouais. Donc, quand on achète un sac à vrai, là, c'est 10. Environ 10. C'est intéressant. So usually they tell you to take a white onion, but I like to take a red one because it gives a little bit more color to the curtido. Mix of different colors. So we have onion, carrot, and cabbage. And then take a tablespoon of salt. Merci beaucoup. All over. Let's put it almost everywhere. It will go everywhere. Everywhere. Mostly on the onion. 1 tablespoon of oregano. Same thing. Put it everywhere. The oregano is strong, so you don't have to worry to put more. Okay. After take 1 cup of water. Wait, I'm missing something. Paprika. Secret weapon. Put half a tablespoon everywhere. It's for a little color and taste. Everything's better with paprika. Ah! Water. One cup and 1 cup of vinegar. Let's say water a little bit more. Maybe 2 cups of water. Liquid. Missing a lot of liquid. Mix it up. Put a little bit more water. And now we leave it there. And put it in the fridge. And we're done. Yeah. Let the mix do this thing and we're set. It's over. Okay. I think it's time to play. What do you think, chat? Do I deserve gameplay? Been a long day. All this mole, doing the prep for the corn. Mole is over here. Still cooling down. We can see it in the back over here. I wanted to do chamois also, but I think it's gonna wait for tomorrow. Oh yeah, I gotta do beans for pupusas. Put some beans. Put some beans for the pupusas. The pupusas? Pupusas! Curtido. Pinto. How much do we need? Let's make 2 cups. Cups. Next process. Gotta clean them up. So all the broken ones, it's already like half of a piece, like this. Like this. Focus. No. Well, half of a piece, you throw it down. You remove it from the stuff. Flat pieces. They don't always cook the best way, so you don't want it inside of your thing. You can leave them. Just better. Much better. So some people put the beans to soak, but let's be honest, soaking the beans, it's not like chickpeas that you need to soak them and clean them up. This chickpea, the beans, you only gain like maybe 10 minutes. 10 more minutes you have to cook instead of what, 10 hours that you have to soak them. For 10 hours for 15 minutes is not worth it. So you don't have to soak it. And that's science. You know, traditionally you soak them. Traditionally. The tradition doesn't know science. Science wins. Science always wins. Science. We gotta pretty much. There's a lot of broken things. And bad ones. So the other way that you can look which ones are bad, it's when you put the water, the floating ones are the bad ones. That easy. Seems clean. Seems clean. Clear. So soak them all. If you still have floating ones, those are rotten. So you don't take them. You don't take those. And how many? This? Bad beans. Sometimes it breaks. The beans break. It just breaks. Then we're gonna cook. Takes like about 2 to 3 hours. And 4 sometimes. So it really, if you gain 15 minutes on a 4 hour cooking, who cares, right? But I still have. Ah! It's like so little. This is my California. All that I have left. Nothing. I have nothing left. I'm starting to be tired. Beginning to. Some tires. Some tiredness. Where to put the camera? Also, I was thinking to go downstairs to go to the computer. Maybe I should. I have to look up after the beats. Also, I can prepare the other stuff for the pupusas. Sunny Muffin is going to the frame. To the frame! Okay. What next? What time is it? 10 o'clock! You could prep something else. Like the Polanos for tomorrow. I don't know. I want to go play and have some fun. Um, Also, I need to clean the chiles if I want to use them for tomorrow for the chamois. It's like a spicy jam that you do with mango. Very good. Very tasty. It can be interesting. It's something that you can eat with fruit. Very good. A lot of my childhood. Picking some stuff. Alright. I'm gonna go downstairs. I'm gonna start this. Okay. Got it. Cook, baby, cook. And if you want something to start boiling faster, cover it. It will boil faster. Much faster. Be right back. Babe, babe, babe. Let's continue. What are we doing now? So I got pita bread. This is getting a little bit dry. Pita bread from Montreal. It's not in Montreal. The best in Montreal. Every Lebanese family buys from that place. And oddly enough, the store next to my house, well, not in my city, sells pita bread from that place. Let's be honest, it's the best place. So it's getting a little bit dry. And instead of, I don't know, throw it out or nothing with it, what I'm gonna do, first separate this part, the brownish part, the more brown part, and the less brown part. I'm getting off. I should have done it the day one because it's always used easier with the pressure bread. And this is bread. What's the difference with this and the tortilla? As the tortilla is not bread. That's simple. This is really bread. It just doesn't have the what's the name, the yeast to push it up. But it's still bread. Smells so good. It doesn't really matter if you break it, because we're gonna cut down in little pieces. So what I'm gonna do, because it's coming a little bit more dry than usual, like there will be, I don't know, tasty and not chewy, and if it becomes too dry. So what we're gonna do is use that dryness to make a salad. A Lebanese salad. Who taught me this? Lebanese people. When I was young and I first started to live in Montreal, the friend that I had, the only friend that I had at the time, was a Lebanese kid. And his mom showed me a lot of Lebanese cooking. There's some paste that you can do with oregano, persil, and oil, and just put it on top of a pita bread, and you just eat it, like very tasty. I gotta do some one day. Gotta do some one day. Okay. Oh, little pieces. Little pieces. This is kitchen scissors. Kitchen scissors. Not just taking any scissors. The office is for this. Those scissors are done for this. And you cut down a little piece like this. Nothing that well, not that one gets disappeared, but you get the point. Still stays delicious. Delicious. Wipe out. Either you can do it by hand too. You don't have to do it by scissors. I mean, do you? Do you? Do you? Do you? But the thing with scissors, nom, 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 so you can do more than one. Eh? 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 It's been a long time since I did salad. This salad, been a long time. So I stopped talking to that friend because of a girl. You didn't go bros before hoes. It was hoe before bros at the time. Yeah, he started it. He did it first. Just continue. Oh, he betrayed me first. The rest, it was just vengeance or justice. For the beans, how do you want to know how they are ready? I mean, the beans, how the beans are ready. It's most beans have like little freckles on them. So once the beans become uniform and the freckles are gone, that means your bean are ready. That's simple. That's simple. So just cook it until the freckles are gone. Once they're gone, they're ready. Usually it takes like 3 hours and mid. You can put it on higher, but putting it higher will mean that you will need water sooner. Because of course it's boiling in water. Well, salty water. So that salty water needs a refill eventually. Mostly if you steam it all. Same bag. Don't even have to use something else. We'll use it tomorrow. And this is gonna be on the salad. That day. I'm gonna need water. He was waiting. He was waiting. Power! It's coming. The beans are coming. So the beans are done. The pita bread is done. The kernel is done. What else? We have a lot to do tomorrow, cooking wise. Yep. I want to do the pupusas again. The fourth time that I do them? No, second time. No, third time. I don't know. Something times. This fell down, right? Well, I have to separate them. Been doing a lot. 4 hours of cooking. Different types. Yeah, I want to do the chamois. Be easy. Should really be easy. We can watch some videos just to know what it is. What a day. Okay, I'm gonna go downstairs. Yeah.
Okay, I'm back. I'm back.
Did the cam get kinda? There we go. Okay. Okay, we're back. So, so, what we want to do now? It's stop the music. Okay, the music was already stopped. Okay, I'm back. Okay. What? Wait. How to be a man? By Noah Son. Let's relax now. Be right back. I'm gonna go check the beans. I'll take it all. Yeah, yeah. Those type of men is sad. I would say the like. Those type of men don't believe a man like me should be in the kitchen. Fuck them. I love the kitchen. I think it's head, buddy. What?
What? What? That's feels like your fault there. Like you didn't do the shit that you needed to do as a man. What happened? So did Wrexham win? So it finished 2-1. 3-5 for McDonald's. Ouch. Ouch. Oh, wrong thing. Ah, shit.
That.
The story
forgot
doesn't
to
tell
put
us that
the
women
sound.
need men. The story tells us that women need a Uber driver. I don't know what's going on the internet anymore, but hopefully this guy got charged and that the lady was okay. Whoa, hey, quick break to talk about the video sponsor today, Morgan & Morgan. Are you injured and don't know where to start? With Morgan & Morgan, it's so easy. If you get this
Sure.
all from your phone and upload 529 from your cell phone. All right, now let's get back to the video. I believe in
Cool.
reclaiming yoga from the heathen, robust, masculine, high energy spirit rather than faux new age Hindu-philic nonsense. Motley Crue blasting as fit practitioners
Jean-Claude Van
hit
Damme.
impossibly deep stretches to achieve combative excellence. You know, the best part about this is you could do this. I encourage you actually do it. It sounds honestly kind of fun. But in order to do this, you got to reserve your own yoga studio at the Y, not kick out all the women, all the people that are not wanting to do what you're doing. What does it mean to masculinize yoga? Does that just mean getting oiled up and then sitting on the top of a skyscraper? Also, if you want to
Yes.
train for combat, you know? Do some yoga afterwards maybe, but for me, when I'm in a downward dog, I'm not really feeling combative excellence. I'm just more saying, ow, ow, ow. This one's a
Ow.
triple whammy post, a post within a
Ow.
post within a post. My boyfriend cries a lot, and it's
Whoa.
starting to get on my nerves.
Whoa. That's too much inception. A post within a post within a post. Without any sound effect for each post?
We have been together for about
Whoa.
8 years, and this crying thing is pretty new. He's been drinking a lot more, too. Music moves him to tears. Caring about his friends moves him to tears. Exciting special things brings him to tears. I don't know what to do. At first, I thought it was nice that he felt safe enough to let emotions out. Now, I don't know how to react. I find it irritating. Then the quote tweet here from Carl, old anti-feminist YouTuber Carl, wonder how he's doing. As a man, you must never cry in front of a woman.
Sargon.
You can cry in private, you can cry with your best friends, you can cry with your dad, even though you ought not to. But you must never cry in front of a woman. I'm trying to imagine having
Why
the type
not?
of brain that reads this first post and says that that's good. That makes sense. That should be a normal thing. We should follow this as the example of how to be a man. And all women are like this. That's why you shouldn't cry in front of them. Now, I could see an argument that crying too much might get in the way of a relationship. For example, if you're shooting tears out of your head like SpongeBob while you're driving or something.
Checking on the beans, remember?
something and you crash and everybody dies. Well, I mean, that's self-explanatory. But these all sound like pretty reasonable instances to be crying in. Posts like this to me read like bait. Like it looks like it's made in order to validate the anti-feminist worldview that stoicism is the best thing to do around women because women will find you weak and pathetic if you aren't that. And maybe some do. Obviously, this person does, but I feel like also a lot of people find it.
To be honest, even if they do, even if some women find you weak, you won't meet them. So you shouldn't give a fuck.
It is brave to cry because society tells men and boys that it's weak to cry. And so if you do that, you're breaking society's rules.
Yeah, break society's rules. Break the rules, baby. Always break the rules. There was a thing, the Macho Man, Randy Savage, and crying baby. One of the greatest quotes of Randy Savage.
Okay, your middle name is Macho, but
Macho.
I'm wondering if you ever cry. Has Macho Man ever cried?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Uh-huh. It's okay for macho men to show every emotion available right there, you know, because I've cried 1,000 times, I'm gonna cry some more. But I've soared with the eagles and I've slithered with the snakes and I've been everywhere in between. And I'm gonna tell you something right now. There's one guarantee in life, and that there are no guarantees, yeah. And understand this. Yeah. Nobody likes a quitter. Nobody said life was easy, so if you get knocked down, take the standing 8 count, get back up, and fight again. And you're a macho maniac. Dig it.
So, like you said,
Macho.
take
yeah,
every specter of the
It's okay
emotions.
for macho men to show every emotion available right there. You
Every
know,
emotion
because I've cried
available.
1,000 times, I'm gonna cry some more.
Cry it 1,000 times and cry some more.
Rules, being a brave boy. All men who follow Nick Fuentes need to be built like this. Wit men unite. We must continue
Oof.
our race.
Oof. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be shaming. But you should be like this.
Jews cannot be allowed to destroy our culture and heritage. And there's a picture of a guy doing some sort of thing in a mirror. This post is bait. It's very, very clearly bait. Anyone freakish and deeply online enough to know who Nick Fuentes is, and let alone support him, will know that this post is obviously silly. It plays perfectly into that trope about how Nazis view themselves as a superior race, but a lot of them are just like pretty far from the Ubermensch ideal. And that's why, to me, it's bait, but maybe not. Who cares? The first post here is born in the spring or summer. The quote tweet says, "Oh my God, I used to say this and people called me mad." There's something very unmasculine about men who aren't born in October or December, but I'll forgive you if it's September, January, or February. With many of these posts, it's very difficult to tell satire from reality. There are, of course, communities that are into believing this sort of stuff. You know, if you're a horoscope head, what's stopping you from taking the essential characteristics of your own horoscope and extending that to masculinity and femininity? But these are just so good. Look at the follow-up. When a man tells me his birthday is in July, I look at him sideways. Are you a girl? Fellas, is it, you know the thing. I used to say this and people got mad. Well, it looks like they're still getting pretty mad. You're getting ratioed. I wonder what the quote tweet said.
That's a very weird correlation there. In July, yeah, girl. Only girls.
Sure, it's very nice. In the northern hemisphere, boys are generally born during the winter because it's very cold and boys are stronger, and then so they can survive the cold. Whereas girls, they're born in the summer because they, genetically speaking, they love sundresses and being outside in the warm. Sick. Aide said Donald Trump talked about Ivanka Trump's breasts, her backside, and what it might be like to have sex with her. Remarks that once led former Chief of Staff John Kelly to remind the president that Ivanka was his daughter. And then there's a pic of that, the two family members giving a smooch. Then there was a reply here from, oh, look at that Twitter Blue user. I'm sure it'll be very normal. What Donald Trump said out loud, millions of fathers with gorgeous, sexy daughters think about. Why?
What?
You think fathers whose daughters end up in Playboy or are actresses and models?
This is
Models who use their sex appeal to promote their attributes don't fantasize about them? It's called being human. The marker of a man.
What? Oh, sure. Incest is normal. What? The weirdest thing about Donald Trump. The fact that he wants to fuck his daughter.
Man is being an incestuous pervert. I'm not touching
No,
this one,
no.
not with a 10-foot pole, nor with any other type of pole.
Well, it's disgusting.
Leaving
Get out of
5D
my-
consciousness, you win this round. Bye. Mental acuity, decisiveness, and leadership capability are downstream from physicality. Societies dissolve when people who haven't earned power are put in powerful positions. Bench, squat, deadlift maxes should be to determine presidential candidacy eligibility. I actually fully agree with this. I think it's good. And I agree. As a gym bro, you can check out my fitness channel as well if you're into that sort of crap. I go to the gym to strengthen my resolve, my leadership skills, and my geopolitical understanding. With every curl,
Sure.
I know more about world conflict. With every bench, I am become that cool and smart at presidency. Oh, and yeah, this is a Bitcoin guy. Of course, for sure. Doing a little trolling to promote your coins. Just go to Chuck E. Cheese, you little goobers. Erections will become as rare as gold. Twitter Blue, again, look at this.
I know.
Unbelievable.
I have
Amazing
one right
every
now.
time.
I
Boner
don't have
scanners will be placed in hotels to identify men who still have testosterone. Oh, I'm picturing the Nemo fish tank scanner searching around for some hard meat. What happens when they identify that you're cranking your hog in a hotel room? You get shipped off to a breeding facility? What's up? Men will be kidnapped for their potency to satisfy the most savage and oh, come on, bro. They will fight to the death for last trips. Prepare accordingly. This is cyberpunk sci-fi fantasy smut, and
Yeah,
it's
no,
probably
it's-
causing Margaret
Never gonna happen.
Atwood
Never
to
gonna happen.
gritty in her grave. That's a Handmaid's Tale and Fortnite reference. The
Maybe
ick I get when a man
10,000
mentions
years,
going
maybe.
to therapy or having anxiety is unreal. Like, it makes me feel sick, Lamau. Why are you telling me? No bigger turnoff than a male going through, in quotes, anxiety. They used to go to war, Blair. Yeah, they used to go to war and weren't anxious about that at all. This, like a few
No,
other of these posts of
they weren't
women
scared
upholding these
at
weird
all.
gendered standards. Assuming they're not satire, this one doesn't really seem like it because there was an elaborative response. This is patriarchal programming at its finest, folks. This attitude comes from somewhere. It's not biological. You learn this at some point.
Yeah.
Pretty easily to internalize
Somebody
the
put it
messages
there.
from our culture that we get that say men shouldn't have anxiety. They should be leaders and good boys at all times. Therapy is pretty cringe though because it's better if you bottle up all your emotions and then they let yourself explode like a bomb. Dear men, if you are married and your wife goes to the gym but you don't, I have to tell you something. At the end of the gym session, there is something some gyms called warm down, while others simply call it stretch. Your wife will lie on the ground facing up, her arms spread in surrender, while the gym instructor stands between her legs. All right, this is smut. This is more smut. You're riling yourself up here, and it's okay.
Yeah.
You know, but call it that. Don't call it guidebook for being a man. He will then take one of her legs and stretch it to the extreme until she unleashes some sound that I can guarantee has nothing to do with pain. She bought it. He will then do the same to the other leg. He will
She
proceed
bought
to
it.
hold various parts of her anatomy. Okay, what?
What?
Stretching? There's that, I guess, technically. Touching your toes is getting all up in your anatomy by touching a part of
Yeah.
your body. And push and pull them widely like he paid dowry for her. Then he will grab both legs together and push them towards her head, making her have this pose taking straight out of Satan's adultery guidebook. Did Satan write an adultery guidebook? That shit sounds
wouldn't
hot.
read
She
it.
will make that sound
Yeah.
again. Yeah, that makes sense. Your feet are up. You're going to fart. You need to see what these women wear to the gym to
Let's be honest. Let's be honest. This guy is not in a relationship. He's not in a relationship. We're like checking on the beans. Okay. Later, I will have to just has the machine in it, but they're pretty much cooked.
Understand
2
this
hours.
pose. The institution of marriage is being
1 hour.
burnt alive in these gyms.
cups.
When done, in a voice your wife has never used when talking to you, she will say goodbye to him and assure him that Kesho tutafanya ili engine. For sure, she will have a genuine smile and his feces enzymes will be at their most aggressive. As an elder, I must warn you that gym instructors are replacing us. We either go to the gym with these ladies or ban gym visits altogether. Don't say the servant of the Lord didn't warn you. Hashtag masculinity Saturday. All I'm getting from the
Doesn't seem
story
very
while reading it
masculine.
is that he likes this. He thinks it's hot. There's no way you go into that much detail about this point unless you're writing smut. All right, we're gonna end it with one final masculinity Saturday post. Here we go. Men, symptoms of dysfunctional orifices. Oral orifice. Talks recklessly. Angry. Emotions noisy. Eats like a glutton. Likes vagina. Man, what are you... And what is going on in these guys' lives? Urethral orifice.
I don't know.
Promiscuity. Reckless ejaculation. STIs. Reckless ejaculation just sounds like you're jerking off and you
Reckless
shoot yourself in the
ejaculation?
head. Anal orifice. Farts carelessly. Bro. Okay, that's... I'm done, man. These are fun, but these people are out there. Watch out on the internet. Stay safe. Bye, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Yeah.
See you later. Thanks again to Morgan and Morgan for sponsoring, and I'll see you next time with a big video. It's going to take a little while. but I
Usually
love
they
you.
use
Bye.
the videos, being anonymous on the web, so they can say those stupid shit, really. Let's be honest. Let's watch. I had a video here. Where's Case?
Twitch
not
streamer
doing?
Kai
Let's-
Cenat was supposed to do a meet and greet and a giveaway at Union Square. Guess what? It, of course, predictably went south because they're massively successful, massively popular content creators, and
Yeah.
it turned into a riot. Breaking. Large crowd at Union Square spotted, hurling objects, setting off
He's a
fire
muscular-
extinguishers.
ma-
Watch live coverage
popular
now.
massive.
Gotta zoom in with our camera
Massive
there and
stream.
get a better look. You can see, again, it's that grouping here. We'll start.
This is wild that is this is crazy. Look at this
Yeah, it is crazy.
mayhem, dude. This is insane, dude. People are fighting in the crowd. It's not a riot, it's a rally. Nah, this ain't right. People getting jumped. Cars are getting broken into. Businesses are straight looted. All because Kai Cenat wanted publicity. Shaking my head. Okay, businesses are starting to get looted. What the... You know what this is? This
Why?
is racist, okay? Straight up. Yeah, they're rowdy. They're rowdy teenagers. They're making it seem like this is an organized crime ring. The one time you see like a bunch of black teenagers around, you're like, oh my God, guys, businesses are being looted. Bro, that is insane. I can't believe he's like diving into that crowd. What the fuck? What is happening? This is fucking mad. Did the cameraman die? What is going on? Let me tell you something, okay? The bedlam and the chaos caused when it's like organized sport event and a celebration is never reacted to in a similar capacity when it's like black teenagers involved or black people involved in general.
That's true.
Oh, look at them swarming. Oh my God. Dude, he's gonna die. This is crazy. This is January 6th. This is crazy. Look at the size of this fucking crowd. This is actually very dangerous. Okay, I'm sorry. It's hard for me not to be a fucking boomer here. This is literally how crowd crush happens. This is so fucking scary.
Yeah.
God damn it. I'm sorry. I'm 32 years old. On the one hand, I'm conflicted because like this is kind of sick. But on the other hand, you have to have like proper venue for something like this. That congestion is untenable. That is how crowd crush happens. That's terrifying. I hope nothing bad happens. I do hope that no one dies. Holy fuck. Holy moly. Right now, there's two different things that they need to do. One, they need to stop additional people from gathering
It's
into the crowd
intense.
and making the crowd
It's fucked
larger.
up.
Two, they need to start pulling slowly but surely. You can't do this with like tear
I don't think
gas.
he
You can't do this
knew
with, like,
that he could
actual fucking
create this
anti-riot
kind of
measures, because
chaos.
then that chaos will actually make the crowd crush happen. It will make it way more likely. So you have to
Let's be honest,
slowly
nobody
but
knows.
surely start pulling people from the outsides and just like open it up as best as possible. I feel
Nobody can
conflicted
know.
because a Twitch streamer having this his level of power and prominence is
it's
crazy. Why is this on
fucking
hating
crazy.
on Kai? I'm not. If anything, people are gonna get mad at me for being too nice about the situation because like this could be technically very troublesome. I'm not hating on him at all. I'm literally in the middle of like fucking saying like it's wild that he
been a
has
long
this
day.
level of influence. So much so
A
that it like
fucking long
got
day.
out of control, even though he had good intentions. I think we are now officially in a
Yeah, it
era
was
where,
giving
like, if
away
you're a
free
Twitch streamer,
shit,
if you're a
so-
live streamer that is like large enough, you have to do this in a professional way. I think Kai being black and his audience being like black as well also will factor into the way that the media covers this. You know what I mean? Because people will immediately
And
be like,
it
oh, this is gang
did.
activity. Like when the Nelk Boys does something like this, or when Mr. Beast does something like this and it gets out of control, they're white, their audiences are white. So it's like, oh, these are kids that are being crazy. I mean, fucking influencers, who gives a shit?
they don't get
crazy. They should
arrested,
stop
they
that,
don't
right?
get
People will be critical of
charged.
it, but they will not be
Yeah.
critical of it in the same way that they're going to be critical of this. Because we've seen stuff like this happen time and time again. But the reality is that the coverage on it is always going to be teens are excited to see their creator, which is true. That is what's going on. And, you know, maybe there will be some legal repercussions, but the way that this will be received
There
by
is.
a broader audience
Today
will
there was some information
absolutely
about it.
be seen from the lens of white supremacy. They're going to be like,
You're
black
gonna see it
agitators,
afterwards.
look at what they're doing to cops. Like, you're going to see Fox News
are you
coverage on
doing,
this
man?
shit going crazy. I can see Donald Trump talking about this, being like, look, crime in New York City. Crime in New York City. Look, when I was president, I would have never allowed this to happen. Joe Brandon. Of course, people with time to watch people play video
Joe
games all day
Brandon.
would also have time to go out and cause a riot, get a job. Telling people to get a job when they're like very clearly 12-year-olds is pretty funny. Nobody's got anything better to do. They're all fucking children, you know what I mean? It's like, calm down. Look at this. Look, like they're all kids. Like you can tell they're all kids.
Yeah,
there is
they're all
nothing these
kids.
fucking losers hate more than like teenagers getting rowdy. They fucking lose their minds, okay? Oh, Jesus. The Republican media is gonna fucking they're gonna make mincemeat out of this. Kai Cenat gets put in the back of a police car after a union
And they
swear
did.
giveaway goes wrong. Is it him? I don't think that's him. Oh, oh shit, it might be him. Yeah. The ABC 7 lady really wants to see Kai get arrested. Wait, really? Oh my god.
It has been a very difficult and touchy situation as we hear that police are now armed with pepper spray and batons. They have their helmets and gear on, whereas
Dog, they're
initially we
kids.
saw officers who
They're
were
kids.
not prepared to help get rid of this crowd in a fashion because it was
What
just
the fuck?
so
Imagine the power that Mr. Beast has if this is what Kai can do. This has happened with Mr. Beast already. The only reason why you probably never saw the coverage of it is because, one, I didn't cover it,
He's
or
white.
two, Mr. Beast is more of a brand at this point. So it was at a mall. There was like security. There was a lot of like precautions they took, and it still got out of hand. But the most important part of this conversation is Mr. Beast is white, and his fan base is white. This has happened with the Nelk Boys, which is
Yeah.
a better comparison, or Logan Paul, which is a better comparison. And when those things actually also turned into a massive commotion, you don't get a lot of media coverage that you
They
will
don't get
see in
arrested.
this circumstance. This has happened time and time again. But the reason why there will be more media coverage on this is because bad faith political actors will turn this into a larger thing. Like, not that it's like an influencer who wanted to do a giveaway and then that giveaway turned into something more, right? And it got out of control. But instead, they'll be like, look at all these Zoomers that are out of control. Look at all
Yeah.
these black teenagers that are out of control. Crime
That's
is out of
what they
control.
did
This
today.
is the narrative that they'll run and
Yeah.
make it a larger issue.
Not that
Here,
we
this
have
was
a
definitely a little bit more
hindsight.
organized, but I'm pretty sure this was like chaotic as well, right? Yeah, look, there's like barriers, there's like shit ton of security. That's why comparing to Mr. Beast is not the best example, but instead compare it to like the Nelk Boys. Yeah, here.
Jersey Shore, and it's in the news now because it's the site of a potential super spreader of COVID.
They also covered this because it was like during COVID. They covered it like from the COVID angle.
That was organized by a group of YouTube pranksters. They call themselves the Nelk Boys. Then the cops showed up.
The reason why I'm showing this to you is so you understand like how the media covers different stories differently.
The multitude was drawn to the house by this video posted on social media by the popular YouTube personalities, the Nelk Boys. Things got out of control pretty quickly.
The difference is our racist uncles are not going to know about the Nelk Boy shit. Plus, the Nelk Boys are also like Trump supporters. But you definitely are going to hear from your racist ass uncle about this Kai Cenat boy. What's he doing? He doing right out there? All these black teenagers are running around. looting businesses. They went into Walgreens. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to hear all bunch of different fucking insane shit. How come our big, beautiful president Donald Trump is going to jail for not inciting a riot on January 6th, which was just a regular tourist occurrence, but this Kai Cenat kid, he ain't going to jail. It's because he's black, isn't it? That's why. The goddamn liberals. Here's what's happening right now. They're getting things under control by arresting them. The maximum amount
Checking
of violence,
another
if there was
story with
no
Cardi B.
crowd crush or anything that happened there, the metric ton of violence that will occur on this day will happen at the hands of cops that are brutalizing and beating the shit out of teenagers, children. Now, do I think it is irresponsible? Do I think it got out of control? Absolutely. But let's be fucking really clear on this, okay? At first, due to fears that there would be additional commotion that would actually harm a bunch of people's lives, they didn't do a lot of like pushing and you know, tear gassing or anything like that, which was good. They were handling the crowd decently well. I hate to hand it to the NYPD in any capacity, but they were doing all right. Of course, now that the actual commotion is over, because
7
they
minutes.
successfully did this, now they're going to move on and start actually throwing bracelets at kids, beating the shit out of them.
This is video from earlier, to be clear, but Checky Beckford is
Oh
standing by.
no, a
Checky?
cop got hit in the face with a fucking water bottle, dude. Drop a nuke on him. According to the New York Police Department spokesperson, he is now in their custody, so it's confirmed. He is officially in the custody of the NYPD, okay? Cenat, popular personality on Twitch and YouTube, was in law enforcement custody after a crowd of hundreds turned unruly after a promise to give away video game consoles.
Yeah, maybe I got something. 3 months ago.
I think his suspicion was that like there would be like 500 people or like 1,000 people max or something. That's what someone in the chat was saying. I'm just glad that it didn't turn into a larger commotion. As far
Or that
as I
anybody died.
understand, the goal from AMP
Mostly.
was to do a giveaway operation, stay off the streets and stream or something like that. That's what they called it. Their goal was to give like PlayStation 5s, gift cards for streaming equipment, things of that nature. Obviously, they were unsuccessful considering what happened. I don't think they foresaw it getting this out of control. You know what I mean? Like, here, let me explain something to you guys, okay? The water bottle being thrown at a cop, that's not great. It's not nice, right? They're showing that as like gross depictions of violence. They're like fucking trying to kill cops. Look at this. And then they glance over imagery of police officers arresting people, arresting teenagers with their fucking entire body weight on them. What do you think is more violent? Getting hit in the head by a fucking water bottle or like being physically apprehended and handcuffed? One is seen as a violent act because
Second
it
one?
is against cops, which currently hold the state's monopoly of violence. That is seen only as a violent act if you're going against the cop. If the other side of that happens, if a cop actually is like apprehending you, cop actually is beating the shit out of you, that's not considered violence, that's considered the norm. The state's monopoly of violence and the way that violence is interpreted through the lens of the fucking population is not a new concept. There are numerous different kinds of violent acts. There's also structural violence, like the structural violence of poverty, okay? There's also direct acts of violence. As
There's a
far
lot
as
of violence.
direct acts of violence goes, it doesn't matter. If a cop
Types
is
of
engaging in it,
violence.
then it's considered normal. It's considered the norm. If a person who's not a police officer doing it against a police officer, that's considered the most egregious act of violence that you can engage in. Looks like the NYPD called out 1,000 officers to deal with an estimated crowd of 2,000. Yeah, they were saying it was 8,000, but I think it was less than that. But still, it was a crazy scene. It definitely got out of control. It could have been much, much worse. And I'm glad that it didn't. Okay, that's it. Unless there's like additional information that I'm not privy to. Anyone that's like taking this above and beyond, utilizing this for like additional narratives about how like violent black teenagers are out of control or crime is running rampant in big cities is a fucking silly bitch. It was rowdy for approximately an hour. And at first the cops were doing a decent job of like dispersing the crowd without using any violent tactics. And then the riot gear came. So now it's like hunting for sport time. You know what I mean? Now they're collecting double overtime. You know what I'm saying? What's the operational budget of the New York City Police Department? Whoo! Whoo! $29 million a day, baby.
Shit.
Whoo!
A day?
That's it. That's
Damn.
what you get for 29 mil. What are you gonna do? You're just fucking, dude. A lot of that. A lot of double overtime, baby.
Within the Union Square, people broke into
Holy
the park
shit.
and they began to throw articles that belong to the construction site, paint cans, bottles, rocks. You had people walking around with shovels, axes, and other tools from the construction
Dude,
trade.
shut the fuck up. Yeah, dude, the teenagers had axes. They wanted to chop police heads off. I died. A teenager killed me. I'm actually a ghost. We had to defend ourselves against rowdy teenagers. Guys, we had to defend ourselves. Said it was a violent and kinetic situation where a bunch of teenage men, fully grown adult teenager children, men, were violently and tactically putting us in a kinetic circumstance that we had to react in appropriate, aggressive manner. Would you be covering this the same way if it had been Jason Aldean and a bunch of hogs? Would I be covering this the same way if it was a bunch of adult men, probably armed, in like a southern state? No. You want to know why? Because stuff like
Because
that happens
it's
all the
fucking
time.
adults,
Except the
yeah.
cops don't do anything.
Don't
Because
do
why the
shit.
fuck would they? They're in the crowd.
Yeah.
Last time this happened, they
They're
also, it
white.
was an insurrection in January 6th. Kai Cenat is being charged with inciting a riot, unlawful assembly, and more. He will be charged with multiple counts after a video game giveaway led thousands of people to overrun Union Square Park on Friday. Police say he will be charged with
Kai
at least
Cenat's
2
gonna
counts of
win, by
inciting
the
a riot,
way,
unlawful
if it goes
assembly,
to
among
court.
others. During an evening brief, authorities said 64 people were arrested, including 30 juveniles. 30 juveniles were arrested. The event was unpermitted, not sanctioned, and grew rapidly to thousands of young people who NYPD Chief Department Jeffrey Maddie said attacked officers instead of complying with orders to leave. The chief implored parents to step in. I had thousands of kids out there. I needed thousands of parents, Madry said. When it gets to the point where it's disorderly, we want the parents to come and take control. 3 officers were injured during the mayhem, 2 of which were taken to a nearby hospital. 1 sergeant suffered a broken hand. Over the last few days, Cenat, one of the most popular streamers on the video game website, thousands of people showed up and took over the park and roads bordering it as police struggled to contain
Beating
them.
down
Just
a
before
kid,
5 p.m.,
for
police
sure.
gained the upper hand on
With
the
the
crowd as
broken
many people
hand.
began to disperse. NYPD sources told Eyewitness News they did not want to arrest people and they did not want to escalate the situation further. Despite that guidance, Eyewitness News observed several arrests made as prisoners were loaded onto an MTA bus. I personally observed young people walking out with their heads, bleeding from their heads, bleeding from their faces. I personally observed young people having panic attacks, anxiety attacks, asthma attacks. People were suffering out here. It was a lot of people. It was uncontrolled. It took us a while to get it under control, and a lot of young people got hurt, Madry said. Bro, I love when they're like, a lot of young people got hurt, which is why, you know, we arrested 65 young people. One thing that we love to do when, you know, people
And
are
beat
being
them.
hurt is like, well, where's our piece? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
NYPD has recovered evidence from social media that Cenat was out of his vehicle and interacted with a large crowd before he left Union Square. Detectives are currently questioning him, but no determination has been made onto whether charges will be filed. To gain the upper hand on the mob, the NYPD flooded the scene and pushed the crowd away, making sure they didn't come back towards Union Square. Robert Boyce, former NYPD chief of detectives, said that it's important to understand that the streams of kids running away from people, they could create mayhem somewhere else. They have to be followed. He added, this isn't over by a long shot. There's a lot of work ahead. Holy fuck. They're like, there's a lot of work ahead. We are going to be arresting every 12-year-old in the 5 boroughs. Do you understand me? Upon arriving over the scene, Eyewitness News reporter Shannon Son in Newscopter 7 reported seeing groups of police officers holding up pieces of plywood and taking cover behind cars that were struck on the 14th Street because of the crowd as they were pelted by objects thrown from the mass of people. There was construction happening near the 14th Street subway station, and people in the crowd had grabbed and were throwing paint cans and other equipment. They climbed on top of the gazebo, which covers the subway, as well as George Washington statue, which depicts the former president riding a horse. Service has been resumed. A number of drivers were trapped in their cars and were surrounded by the crowd as it was shut down. A sheer number of people and their seeming desire to get a glimpse of Cenat and a group of people with him, which created a dangerous situation of massive people moving and shoving. A woman who arrived in Union Square on the subway with her baby daughter, run some errands, said it was really hectic. She waited it out, cowering in an ATM lobby, but to come and make a mess of not just the city. I understand if you're a Cenat fan. Later, an SUV believed to be carrying Cenat drove away from the scene with about a dozen people who were hanging on the side and clinging on the top of the SUV. That was like the worst part, I think. I think that was the absolute worst part. Many of them were seen falling from the vehicle. Shortly after that, a bus on the 14th Street became the focus of a large part of the crowd, with some people climbing on top of the bus as they seemed to believe Cenat was inside. Police officers could be seen
Every
taking people
place
into custody
with
outside the
babies
bus, and
Cenat
later
was
showed people
inside is
inside the bus
just,
apparently
"Ah!"
handcuffed. While police worked to set up a barricade, hundreds of people ran away. NYPD loudspeaker could be heard instructing people in the crowd to disperse. The crowd finally appeared to begin to disperse around 4:45. The NYPD said it recovered evidence showing Cenat was out of his vehicle and interacted with a large crowd before he left Union Square. What do you mean, like evidence? Yeah, he streamed it. Why are they making it seem like this was like secret? We uncovered damning evidence of Kai Cenat from the little-known website Twitch.tv, where he seemingly was streaming. Ultimately, the charges are understandable. They're trying to hit him with the book, which I get. It's a double whammy because, one, it's yet another influencer causing chaos with teenagers that want to go see him. In the eyes of the news and in the eyes of people in
Nah,
positions of power,
it's because
older
it's black.
boomers, they see this as like, oh, we got to make an example out of this kid. Like, we got to do some deterrence, right? But also, he's black, and a lot of his fans are black. So then it's a double whammy because then it's like, you're basically creating an opportunity for all the other people that are like, well, this is mob activity. These are thugs. You know, all the people that say that kind of shit are also out there looking for blood.
They're fucking
yeah,
kids.
he did a bad job organizing this, obviously. I don't think
Yeah.
anybody would disagree with that. But ultimately, I would say, while he does bear some responsibility for the mismanagement and the misorganization, he will most likely have good lawyers talk down the charges, and there will absolutely be like a plea deal, and it'll be like a slap on the wrist, like a minor fine at the end of the day. Hello, if you're at this event and were assaulted by the NYPD, take photos of any injuries, go to the hospital and get a medical report, write down everything that happened, every single thing, get names and info for potential witnesses, and find a civil lawyer now. True, exactly. If you got your ass beat by a cop, you should absolutely sue the NYPD.
Chat,
Yes.
How much people you think gonna be there? 45K, 1,000, 5,000, 1,000, 10,000, 2,000, 10,000. Bro, there's no way I could pull out 10,000 people, bro. No. I feel like 500. Never. I'm not gonna. That's crazy. Now, how much do you think gonna pop out?
He's like, oh, it's just 500. I'm sure he thought it would be more than that, but
First meet and greet ever. This is technically my first pop out shit. This is first meet and greet ever. This is gonna be crazy.
bro, he should have listened to his homie though, for real.
Yeah.
Like, cause he was right, and Kai was very wrong. His friend was like,
Yeah.
dude, come on, be real, be for real.
Yeah,
You're
be
fucking
real.
insane. 500, that's crazy.
That's not enough. Yeah. What is this story? Let's watch it.
So is Cardi B really going to ruin Tasha K? Cardi B is not here to play with Tasha K, and she's determined to
I don't
collect
know,
that
it's
$4
Tasha
million
K.
that Tasha owes her after losing the defamation lawsuit last year. Well, Cardi is
Ooh,
making
okay, I see.
moves to come for everything that Tasha owns, and it's starting to look like Tasha might be homeless pretty soon because Cardi is trying to take everything. One thing about Tasha K is that she always finds a way to get people mad at her because she will be saying a lot of wild stuff. We all thought she learned her lesson last year when Cardi sued her for defamation and won. For those who don't remember the drama that Tasha K caused,
No,
it started
I
in
don't even know.
2018 when Tasha K decided to start running her mouth about Cardi B for no reason at all. She made multiple videos saying things like how Cardi used to sleep with men, and that she was a stripper, and how she had herpes, and how she used drugs when she was pregnant with Culture, and how Culture was going to be born a special needs child. Listen, it was very vile and absolutely uncalled
What?
for, especially because none of it was true. Tasha would just sit in front of that camera and bold-faced lie about Cardi unprovoked. Cardi finally snapped and she hit Tasha with a defamation lawsuit. Tasha then hit Cardi with the lawsuit of her own for $3 million, claiming that Cardi had paid some gang members to intimidate her. There was no evidence of this, and her case was thrown out of court. The case finally went to trial, and Tasha K admitted that she knowingly made up lies about Cardi B. This means that she knowingly lied about
Really?
Cardi and then refused to
You-
admit her lies until
well.
she was under oath in court. But anyways,
Damn.
Cardi won the defamation case, and
You get
Tasha was
fucked.
ordered to pay her $4 million. Now, Cardi might have been more lenient on Tasha if she had just apologized or admitted that she was wrong. But Tasha continued to be arrogant even after losing the case because she accused Cardi of trying to bully her.
How much more? What do you want from me? I'm
Everything.
Telling lies on the appeal and everything like that.
She also insisted that she wasn't
Really?
going to pay Cardi that $4 million.
In this lawsuit, allegedly at this moment, I think it's $4 million you have to pay a celebrity. A lot of conversation has been is, do you even have that amount of money?
Look, I'm on the edge of my seat. Don't ask me for no money. I ain't got it.
Then she claimed that she was not going to be paying until she appealed the case in court and she was told what she was paying for.
No, I will not send a check until the appellate court has stated what I'm sending.
Because right now what's happening is she's asking the court for bankruptcy. She's going bankrupt because she doesn't have the money.
A check
So she's kind of fucked.
for. It's
That's why you never have to. You should never be lying on the internet, even if you have some. I don't know. In this case, everybody knew her name, but even then, even if you are, you think you are anonymous, you aren't. So, yeah.
called having the bread to fight. That's who I'm sending my check to. Okay, the attorneys, the appellate
Telling
court,
the
which is
truth
the
is
higher
always
court,
better anyway.
Because you thought thought this was over.
Well, Cardi was not here to play with Tasha, and she tweeted, "Think it's a game, but trust I'ma come for everything. B better have my money." Well, Tasha eventually took the case to appeal, and she lost again and was asked to pay Cardi the money. This is when she started to feel worried, and she apologized to Cardi on Twitter, saying, "Damn winos, we lost the appeal against Cardi B. Sad day, but I'm gonna be straight. I appreciate all your love and support throughout this fight. Today we throw in the white flag. What happened will never happen again. To Cardi and her team, I apologize sincerely. We live and learn." Well, she obviously didn't learn because she tried to chase clout with the situation, claiming that she had paid Cardi in full. She tweeted, "PSA winos, I just paid off my $4 million debt in cash." But Cardi was not here for that BS, and she didn't even bother
Really?
to go back and forth
Even
with Tasha,
then?
instead choosing to do
God
things the legal way.
damn.
According to sources,
Yeah, no.
a writ
Screw
of
you.
execution was filed against Tasha K and KB Studios LLC in Georgia on Thursday, April 20th. The court order cleared the way for Cardi
Yeah,
B to
she
collect the
she ain't got the money in her bank account, so pay up, bitch.
probably going to be allowed to collect everything Tasha K owns, including her property, as long as it's valued up to the $4 million that Tasha owes. Now, this is not the first time that Cardi is making moves to take over Tasha K's property, because she also filed a motion last year to garnish Tasha's property when Tasha was running her mouth about how she had no plans to pay Cardi. Cardi filed
Yeah, we got the point. So she's fucked. She got fucked. But she got fucked like a couple of years ago, so. But now Cardi B is getting sued with the microphones that she threw it at someone. And also, she's getting for assault or something like that. So yeah. She maybe won the other lawsuit, but she's losing pretty much the other one. I'll probably settle. Pretty sure. She's gonna probably settle on court. Let me guess. Let me see. What else? Okay. I think I'm gonna call it for now. We had a great day. We had a long day. Lots of stuff done. Lots of stuff. So, I'm gonna, oops. I'm just gonna call it and get some sleep, some rest. So thank you so much for the people who came by, and thank you so much for the viewers, passers by, strangers, lurkers, everybody who came by to the channel. My name was and still is Meltiok, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. We are probably gonna do some cooking. Pupusas. We will see. We will see. So have a good one, Twitch, and thank you so much again for all the time that you given me. And had a lot of fun cooking. And of course, it was delicious. Have a good one, and see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.